Running from the cops is a bad move, especially when the SWAT team's about to kick down your door. Today, we've got the craziest, most epic police chases on foot ever caught on camera. You won't believe what you're about to see, especially the last one on our list. Our first chase takes us to Warren, Ohio. On November 2nd, 2022, police spotted a man wanted for felonious assault, 39-year-old Lamar Mitchell. But when they tried to pull him over, Mitchell took off. A high-speed pursuit through the city ended in a crash at a busy intersection. But that wasn't the end of it. Mitchell then jumped out of his car and sprinted right into a nearby daycare center. What happened next is nothing short of insane. Let's just say things escalated quickly inside. You won't believe how it unfolds. Take a look.
Get the kids, please. Get the kids.
He said he's gonna shoot.
He act like it. Radio, stand by. We got him inside the building.
I don't have nothing. What am I hitting him off with? No.
We're okay. Kids are all the kids are out. You wanna point your finger at me? Tough guy.
You told me you were gonna. Don't yell at me.
No, screw you.
Get him out here.
Mitchell was eventually apprehended and hit with charges including failure to comply, felonious assault, aggravated burglary, and 4 counts of aggravated menacing. Safe to say, his running days are over. For our next chase, we have a true game of cat and mouse, but with a twist, an escalator. Picture this: an officer spots a suspect wanted for theft and burglary who was supposed to be in prison but never showed up. What follows is nothing short of a wild ride. The officer begins closing in, and just when you think the chase is about to end, the suspect takes off, up a wrong way escalator. And here's the funny part. Right next to him is another escalator going in the right direction. But instead of switching over, he keeps running against the flow. You think he's cornered, surely. This is it. The cop, clearly tired and probably thinking about retirement, just waits for the perp delivery system to bring the suspect right back to him. In the end, experience won out, and the officer patiently waited for the suspect to be delivered right into his hands. The suspect, already facing charges for theft and burglary, now adds another failed and truly laughable escape attempt to his record. In Moore, Oklahoma, this chase kicks off like something straight out of a video game. After crashing a stolen car, 20-year-old Dontavius Smith decides to take off on foot, thinking he might just outrun the law. But he didn't account for Officer Sternberg, who's been waiting his whole life for this moment. Sternberg tears through a fence without even hesitating, like it's the obvious shortcut in a game. He's jumping over fences, barreling through backyards, and even circles around the other officers just to body slam the suspect.
On foot. West got on foot.
Get the guy now! Get on the ground! Don't move! Get on the ground!
At this point, you've got to wonder, if an officer runs through a fence like that to get to you, maybe it's time to put yourself in handcuffs. His escape dreams crumbled faster than those wooden boards. Now, instead of running free, Smith's next stop is the Cleveland County Jail. Because when you're up against a cop who treats fences like speed bumps, the only place you're sprinting off to is a cell. In Canton, Ohio, a SWAT operation turned into an unexpected chase scene on February 6th. It all started when 22-year-old murder suspect Jamari Harper found himself surrounded by heavily armed officers. With nowhere to go, he did the only logical thing: jumped out of a second-story window. But here's the kicker. He didn't land in some secret escape route. He dropped right into an open area surrounded by SWAT. Talk about planning. Harper was quickly caught and even managed to earn himself a trip to the hospital for his stuntman injuries. In the end, Harper found himself back in handcuffs, facing some serious charges, and the only thing more bruised than his body, his ego. Looks like his escape attempt was a real leap of faith, straight into custody. Now this chase has something a little extra, because it's not just a foot pursuit, it's on horseback. The Albuquerque Police Department's mounted unit was patrolling near Central and Coors when a call came in from a nearby Walgreens. 30-year-old Mark Chacon had just swiped $230 worth of merchandise and decided to bolt. He probably didn't count on getting chased by officers on horseback, though. Chacon tried to dodge the mounted officers by darting into traffic, but that didn't exactly help him outrun a team on horses.
Stop! Albuquerque police! You are being detained!
The officers quickly boxed him in, ending his short-lived escape attempt.
Stop! Stop! You're being detained! Stop! Albuquerque police, stop! What does it mean? Stop! You need to stop or force will be used against you. You understand me? Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Come on! Get on the ground! You're being detained! Get out of the road! Get out of the road! You are not free to leave, do you understand? Force will be used against you! How did you see? You are being detained for suspected shoplifting! I'm gonna fucking use force. Get on the ground.
In the end, Chacon was saddled with charges for shoplifting, evading police, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Turns out, trying to flee a horseback unit wasn't his brightest move of the day. When a burglary suspect thinks he can get away, it often leads to a wild chase, and this one was no exception. In a dramatic turn of events captured on body cam footage, a Tempe police officer found himself in a parkour-style pursuit as he chased down a suspect who was running through backyards and vaulting over fences. This chase unfolded after neighbors alerted police, helping them identify the burglar. The suspect wasn't exactly subtle. He left behind evidence at the crime scene and was even wearing the victim's clothes. Definitely not a low-profile escape.
It's not, Devin.
In the end, the officer's agility and determination paid off, leading to the capture of the suspect. He might have thought he could outmaneuver the law, but wearing someone else's outfit and leaving clues? That's a recipe for getting caught.
Put your other hand behind your back. You gotta grab it.
In a heist that seemed too bold to last, 3 suspects made a run for it after stealing $5,000 worth of merchandise from a Home Depot in Shenandoah, Texas. The getaway plan went south when store employees alerted the police as the suspects loaded up their cars. 2 of them took off on foot, darting behind the store and into nearby woods. Meanwhile, the getaway vehicles collided, and a black Dodge Charger struck a police cruiser, thankfully only causing minor damage. These cops were smart. They let the suspects wear themselves out in the heat before they decided to chase them down.
Street Creek. Red shirt, white shirt, 2 barbells. Running towards Home Depot. 2810, I think he's trying to get out to the feeder road here northbound. We have any units? Northbound.
Up there in northbound on 45, coming up from Heinz here.
Henry Victor, X-ray 4968.
So I just have 2010 behind the vehicle, and here's the mail.
After hitting a curb and losing a tire, the Charger was left smoking and disabled. The 2 suspects inside, Daryl Lee and Devonta Lee, fled but were caught after a brief chase. Both were charged with felony theft, with Daryl also facing an evading arrest charge. The 3rd suspect, driving a white Toyota, made a hasty escape but eventually abandoned the vehicle, leading to an ongoing search. All the stolen goods were recovered, but the drama certainly left its mark. In an unexpected turn of events during a police chase in White Settlement, Texas, a Good Samaritan became a hero. After a stolen vehicle was spotted, Officer Samuel Brown pursued the suspect on foot, but exhaustion set in due to the heat and heavy gear. That's when nearby resident Jimmy Davis jumped into action, offering the officer a ride.
What's up? Yeah.
You could tell he looked like he was tired, Davis said, and when Officer Brown accepted the ride, he joked about it being a taxi service.
I appreciate it.
With Davis's help, Officer Brown caught up to the suspect, who was arrested without incident. The police chief honored Davis for his quick thinking and support, proving that teamwork can lead to swift justice, even for rookie officers.
Had to get a taxi, don't mind me.
In an astonishing moment of bravery, a quick-thinking elderly man became an unlikely hero during a police chase in Ohio.
Police, get off the ground!
As officers pursued armed suspect Sean Briggs outside a library,
Gun!
this grandfather, armed only with a cane, tripped the fleeing suspect, allowing police to make the arrest.
You're lucky drop that gun, man. Boy, you almost got shot.
Body camera footage captures the dramatic scene as the suspect, armed with a 9mm pistol loaded with 29 rounds, ran past the man. With instinct kicking in, he swiftly extended his leg, sending Briggs tumbling to the ground. This courageous move not only helped the police, but may have also saved lives. It's a moment that will likely be laughed about later in prison, with the suspect potentially facing some serious embarrassment for being taken down by a grandpa. As he was at the library with his granddaughters, the elderly man's protective instincts kicked in, proving that sometimes a little bravery can make a big difference. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on to never miss a new one. And if you want to watch more now, click on any of the images on screen. See you there.